Pili, nataka nitoe shukrani zangu za dhati kwa kamati yangu ya trade ambayo jana tulienda Malaba. Natoa shukrani zangu za dhati kwa wanakamati wangu, Senator Mbugwa, Senator Mandago, Senator Mugatana ambao tulikuwa nayo, Senator Thabita, kwamba mlitupa umoja tukaenda mpaka Malaba. Mheshimiwa Spika, kusema la kweli yale ambayo tuliyaona kule Malaba kama maseneta wenzangu walizungumza ni ya kweli kabisa. Kiangalia kuhusu barabara kweli, kuhusu magari kuchelewa kuvuka katika mipaka ni kweli, kuhusu habari ya utendaji wa kazi wa maofisa wa KRA na wenzao ni kweli. Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Spika, yangu mimi sitakusema mengi sana kwa sababu yale ambayo yamezungumzwa na maseneta mimi naunga mkono kabisa na haya. Pili, napenda kutoa shukrani yangu pia dhati kwa siku ya leo maseneta ambao tuliungana tukaenda Busia Border. Natoa shukrani zenu kwa dhati sana kwa sababu mmeamka mapema tukaandamana tukaenda pamoja na maguu paka boda, tumeyaona ya Busia na yale ambayo yamezungumza Mheshimiwa Spika yote ni ya kweli kabisa. Ukiangalia choo ni kweli, choo kiko pale, kuna mtu ambaye anachukua hiyo pesa na choo venyewe havirekebishwi. Ukiangalia habari ya parking za mabarabara, haya yaliyozungumzwa na maseneta ya kweli. Kwa hivyo Mheshimiwa Spika, hapa la kufanywa kabisa kama sisi wanakamati au maseneta, haswa mimi kama mwenyekiti wa hii kamati, kwanza nataka ni tufanye joint kamati pamoja na interrogation committee, tuweze kumuita Commissioner General wa KRA kwanza aje pale katika kamati tumuhoji haya maswali. Hawa watu wa Kendra barabara tuwaite waje tuelezee ukweli, barabara shida ni nini? Kwa sababu Mheshimiwa Spika, ukiangalia pesa zilipewana siku nyingi, contractor ambao alipewa contractor sio hakumaliza hiyo kazi, usini ufisadi Mheshimiwa Spika. Kweli magari yanakaa hapa kuanzia asubuhi mpaka jioni kwa sababu gani? Na ukisikia kama jana Mheshimiwa Spika, kama wewe Mheshimiwa Spika ungelikuwa wewe mwenyewe pale ungesikitika. Hii kamati maombi Nairobi. For what reason Mheshimiwa Spika? Sisi tunaomba kama kamati na maseneta wenzetu, sisi lazima tukae kidete. Hii mambo ya kuambiwa sijui barabara sijui nini, hii Mheshimiwa Spika, sisi kama maseneta hatutakubali. Na hii kamati yetu ya trade na hii nyingine tutahakikisha kwamba hawa waziri atuogopi Mheshimiwa Spika. Waziri wa fedha taitwa pia ulizwe. Hizo pesa nazo kusanya katika nchi ni jambo gani zinafanya hizi boda zetu zipate shida? Why? Waswahili wanasema kwa nini, wazungu wanasema why, kwa nini? Kwa nini hizi boda zina shida? Mheshimiwa Spika, ni aibu. Leo utakuta magari yamejaa hapa kuanzia hapa mpaka kule. Leo Mheshimiwa Spika, mimi nawashukuru sana maseneta hao ambao wamerauka leo asubuhi. Tumetembea na maguu, hatukwenda na magari yetu. Ni kweli si kweli? Tumetembea mpaka na magari yameanzia hapa Mheshimiwa Spika. Tukiuliza mambo sijui scanning, sijui kamera, sijui photocopy. Mheshimiwa Spika, haya mambo yatakuisha lini Kenya? Kwa hivyo mimi sitakuzungumza mengi Mheshimiwa Spika. Yangu nimeona makamati, na washukuru sana ambao tumetamana leo na jana tumeenda, na tutakaa tena pamoja tuwaiti hao watuelezee shida ni nini Mheshimiwa Spika. Kwa haya machache naunga mkono sana majority leader kuleta hii motion. Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika. Thank you very much.
Asante mwenyekiti wa kamati ya biashara, umeongea vizuri, lakini kitu moja uliongea uongo. Ukasema mimi nikisikiza wale nitalia. Usema ukweli, wazee wa Njuri Ncheke hawalii, hawezi kulia sababu hao ni wanatuliza wale wanalia. Unawashika vizuri ndio waache kulia. Senator Consolata, we have some minutes for maybe 2-3. You can share the time, the three of you, Senator Consolata, Senator Mofaya, and Senator Kavindu. You can share those 10 minutes and 3 minutes each.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to contribute towards this motion by the Leader of Majority, Senator Aaron Cheriot. I happened to pay my maiden visit under the Committee of National Cohesion yesterday, and I want to concur with the rest of the speakers that there are a lot of challenges at the border, and I think this applies to all the borders. What I would like to contribute maybe is a concern about sanitation, security, and the goodwill of our fathers of state, or rather the heads of state of the member countries, that there is need to foster economic diplomacy so as to harness bilateral ties amongst these countries. There is a lot at the borders that is happening, and in my perspective, I feel whatever challenges that are experienced at Busia Border are the same challenges at Namanga and other border posts in Kenya. So there is need for our leaders, including the governors, the county assemblies, through the Constitution of Kenya. I know there are those articles that envisage the purpose of public participation, and I think it is done at the parliament, at the county assemblies, and even at the counties during. Speaker, I beg for your protection. Thank you, Bwana Speaker. That is baptism by fire. I take it positively. So I was deliberating much on the issues that are surrounding our border posts. But we tend to have a lot in written, but the implementation bit is a little bit tricky. So I would like to urge our leaders maybe to pull the wider spectrum of all the economic tools that we have in our countries so that we are able to realize this. Otherwise, it will remain as a status quo in not implementing whatever we discuss. And therefore, this powerful House demands that we focus so much on implementation by pushing the relevant ministries or the relevant authorities to make it happen. I was at the border, and let me not quote what the first senator talked of, trying to cry. I'll not cry. A woman will always remain strong. She has the tenacity as a key leadership tool to overcome the challenges. And I also discovered one thing, because we met 24 sector leaders, and I tend to believe that the outcomes given were sector related, and therefore we need to compile them, consolidate them, and maybe have a wrap-up of the common aspects that cut across those departments. However, I also realized one thing, that the KRA department needs to embrace the AGPO directive, that is by giving tenders to the youths, to the women and people with disabilities. That is embracing DACPO, WACPO, and YAGPO. YAGPO means youth access to government opportunities, WACPO is women access to government opportunities, and DACPO is disability access to government opportunities. Mr. Speaker, I want to finish by saying that all borders are permeable, or rather pervious. So there's need for us to look for ways of actually implementing what we are supposed to do. On occupational health, I have a lot to talk about, because sport health is pathetic, and most of those officers are faced with a lot of challenges. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I support.
Senator Kavilu.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. But let me first of all start by thanking the people of Busia for us to be here. And Mr. Speaker, I raised to support this motion, which is meant to address the systematic challenges facing the Busia-Malaba border. And Mr. Speaker, I've listened to every senator who has risen to speak, and we are all talking about implementation, Mr. Speaker. The committees that are concerned, I pray that even as they call the people concerned, that they will also involve the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for coordination with the bordering countries that we are sharing the borders with, for smooth passage by the trucks. Mr. Speaker, I want to request that the Senate leadership, led by our Speaker and Majority Leader and every other leader, to sit and see how all the motions and even statements that we do at the Senate, including this one we are discussing here, will be implemented. Because we sit down, we discuss a lot of motions, we discuss a lot of statements, and even, and Mr. Speaker, implementation becomes an issue. I've heard people talk about coming here even before and discussing the same issues, but the same issues we are discussing now. Mr. Speaker, the biggest issue is to implement what we discuss at the Senate. And if we can have a committee of implementation at the Senate that will follow up all the motions that we discuss at the Senate and the statements, then that will make us move forward and not repeat the same issues. And Mr. Speaker, now we are at the Busia now, and we are discussing the issues of Busia. Mr. Speaker, I pray that this will be implemented so that the Busia people will see the work that we have done while in Busia now. Mr. Speaker, I want to request that the committee of implementation will be set at the Senate so that the issues can be done, and that the people, the honorable people of Busia, will see all the issues that they've raised at this Senate being implemented. I thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. Mine is to insist on implementation of all the issues that we've discussed at the Senate. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Senators, in view of the interest that the motion has generated, and noting that we travel to Busia to see how we can deliberate on all issues and sort out the issues in this county, I will use the powers conferred to me by standing order that 4-2A to extend this sitting for another 15 minutes so that we can conclude this business. Senator Mofai.
Capturing my Honorable Speaker, from the onset, I want to support this motion. This motion has generated a lot of interest. Honorable Speaker, it's unfortunate that we are discussing this motion in 2025. This motion should have been brought in 1970s. Honorable Speaker, if you look at the way we operate as the East African community, there is a lot of confusion. I've captured the sentiments of the Chair Trade and every other senator who has contributed to this motion on the need to have a smooth operations along our border. No, Honorable Speaker, the only way these countries, I think we have been to all over the world, where we don't have some of these stringent measures, where many people find it very, 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 very impossible even to trade. It's very unfortunate, Honorable Speaker, that trucks would pile all the way, almost like a kilometer. There's a lot of confusion along the border. I think at the time, Honorable Speaker, the concerned committee should move with the speed, invite all the relevant stakeholders so that this matter can be discussed deeply, and we make sure that this motion does not find itself in the archives, just like so many other motions that have been processed through this House. Let's move with a lot of speed and make sure that whatever we discuss here, Honorable Speaker, today in Busia, it is something that is...
Sorry, Senator Mofai, I kindly request the senators to remain around so that we can put the question after the mover replies. Kindly.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The committees that are concerned, Honorable Speaker, should engage all the stakeholders so that this matter can be addressed once and for all. It's long overdue, and it's a matter, Honorable Speaker, that should be processed for the benefit of the East African community. It's very sad, Honorable Speaker, up to now. We are talking about border issues. We are supposed to have a very free system where people can move in freely without delay, without any hiccups, so that maybe we boost the economy of the three countries. Honorable Speaker, it's important that this motion has been brought, And I hope the Committee on Trade, the Committee on Transport, the Committee on Devolution, the Committee on Cohesion should put their minds together and bring all the stakeholders that are concerned to make sure that we solve these perennial problems that are affecting our border points. So thank you, Honourable Speaker. I support.
Now, Honourable Senators, we have come to the end of the debate, and therefore I'll call the mover to reply.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank